and welcome back to Use It or Lose It, where I help you keep food out of the landfill and get every penny out of your food dollar. Well, today is the first installment of 2025 Thanksgiving leftovers. I wasn't actually involved in a large gathering, so I took the opportunity to make a wonderful Thanksgiving feast just for myself, which meant I could do whatever I wanted. So I got a split turkey breast, which was about 2.5 pounds. So perfect for a serving for me, plus some leftovers. I broke it down and got about this much meat out of it, plus some stuff we're going to be using up in a minute, a few flat slices. In addition, I made a red wine cranberry sauce, sweet potatoes with snow peas, water chestnuts, and a peanut sauce. Stuffing, okay, I admit it, I used the box stuffing, but I did saute onions and celery to add to it, so it was, kind of on the fresh side. So I have to admit, I cheated a little bit. I used AI and I used ChatGPT. I said, hey, what are things you can do with Thanksgiving leftovers? And one answer had me very intrigued, which was, instead of just your classic, hey, make a sandwich with, turkey stuffing and cranberry sauce, can't go wrong with that, but you do get tired of it. It suggested adding an egg to the stuffing and putting it on the waffle iron and making that into the bread. I am completely captivated by this idea. So, I have taken some of my leftover stuffing, mixed in one egg, so it's about a cup of stuffing. I have my waffle iron here heating up. So we're going to see what happens with step one in the process as we add that, because of course, with AI, it doesn't say how much or whatever, it just kind of gives you a general idea. So I'm assuming a half a cup per side. So we're going to get that flattened out so it's a nice, thick but even layer so that it's kind of like a slice of bread. Get in there. Ooh. And I did grease the waffle iron with some cooking spray. So of course the purpose of the egg, it's a binder, so it gets that stuffing to hold together nicely, which it is. Okay, one slice a little thicker than the other, so we're going to mush it around so that they're even. So we're going to let that do its thing. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I have a feeling if we want this to come out toasty enough to use as a sandwich, though it may be an open-faced sandwich, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Hang on. Okay, and we're back. Well, I had that in the waffle iron for, 5-6 minutes, something like that. And it's come out toasty. I can't believe it actually worked. So, I'm going to take it off. I can't get these. So here's what they look like. So you can see they're waffle. They're very golden brown, very well done. There, that side is even a little toastier. So it's nice and warm. So now we're going to assemble a sandwich. Very excited about this. So I have my, we'll do it that way. See what it tastes like. I added a little bit of garlic powder and pepper because the stuffing mix was a little bland. It's still a little soft in the middle, which is kind of nice. So, Now here's my thing. When you're making a sandwich that has some kind of a wet sauce, like we're going to put cranberry sauce, my beautiful red wine cranberry sauce, on there, it's best to put that in the middle because that way it keeps your bread or whatever bread-like layer you're using from getting soggy so that you actually stand a chance of being able to pick it up and eat it. So, I am going to use a little bit of mayo because, hey, what goes better with turkey than mayo? So we are going to put a little layer of that on. Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit. Okay. Spread that around a little. And it gets into the crevices. Yummy. Then we're going to add our layer of turkey. And I made nice flat size slices to go on here. So we're creating a barrier to prevent the cranberry sauce from making these things mushy. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to add a spoon so I don't contaminate the remaining cranberry sauce with mayonnaise. So I'm going to scoop out my beautiful cranberry sauce, trying to get the least wet parts of the cranberry there into the middle. Get a nice layer of that. So this is homemade. Easiest thing in the world. If you're afraid of making your own cranberry sauce, don't be. It's really simple. I used a half a bag of whole fresh cranberries. So see there, we got that nice layer of cranberry sauce. Lay that on there. A half a cup of orange juice, a scant half cup of sugar, threw in a cinnamon stick and a sprinkle of allspice. So you mix the cranberry juice and the sugar, bring that to a boil, dump in the cranberries, add the cinnamon stick and the allspice, let that simmer for 10 minutes, and voila, you have homemade cranberry sauce. Oh, and a quarter cup of red wine. Delicious. That red wine gave it this nice depth of flavor. The acid offset the sweetness of the sugar and the orange juice. Came together beautifully. Yum. Okay. So now, here is our stuffing waffle turkey cranberry sandwich. I'm not going to pick it up. I am actually, just for the taste test, so I don't embarrass myself, cut off a chunk. Here's a good spot. So good. So rather than having two layers of bread-like substances, this cuts out the bread. This is so good. If you had mashed potatoes, you could certainly put a layer of mashed potatoes in there. Or if you had a green vegetable, hey, throw that on there too. So I got to give this a thumbs up. So once again, AI can be your friend. When you're stuck with a bunch of weird ingredients, you just ask it what to do and it'll give you ideas. It may not give you a specific recipe, but you can always do a search online for recipes that kind of match whatever it is you're telling. It's telling you. I am going to do another segment where I sort of talk about other things you can do with the leftovers. This is specific to just a twist on the classic turkey sandwich. So that's it for this installment. Stay tuned as I'm going to put together the classic turkey leftover casserole, which uses all that stuff. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a little while with the next video.